Get ready because we're hitting the links for a national golf tournament that's making a big difference for district kids.
And we'll take you on an international culinary journey without leaving D.C.
That sounds exciting. All of that plus your top stories from the News Rundown is straight ahead on We Are Washington.
Welcome to We Are Washington. Coming up from Azerbaijan to Sri Lanka, top chefs from around the globe competed at the 2017 Embassy Chef Challenge. We'll bring you all the delectable fun as we name our own top chef.
See, I have my passport. I'm all ready to go,
You're
right?
Ready.
And the Quicken Loans National Golf Tournament, along with the Tiger Woods Foundation, are teeing up at TPC Potomac and giving back to kids in the district. We'll have all of that coming up, but first, let's get to the News Rundown. Mayor Muriel Bowser signed an executive order binding the district to the Paris Climate Accord. The mayor said she is standing with a growing list of U.S. states and cities that are taking local action for global results. Along with reaffirming D.C.'s support for the Paris Accord, the mayor also described other initiatives launched by her administration to address climate change.
We have a sustainable D.C. plan, as I mentioned, that sets, I think in some cases, bolder goals. And we have a climate-ready plan and an energy-ready plan. And that's really our roadmap to protect our Earth.
It was an emotional moment as city leaders gathered at MLK Memorial Library to commemorate the temporary removal of a mural depicting the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The mural, which was installed in 1986, was taken down as the city kicks off the library's $208 million modernization project. As part of the renovation, the mural will be restored, and the new library will feature a cafe, patio, rooftop, and terrace auditorium. The library is expected to reopen in 2020.
The city plans to transform storm drains along 17th Street into public art with a message. Mayor Muriel Bowser is calling on artists to submit designs for storm drains that will promote the neighborhood's LGBTQ identity and raise awareness of storm drains as a connection to local waterways. The district will spend $20,000 on the project and pay local artists for mural designs that celebrate LGBTQ identity and the environment. The mayor also previewed temporary rainbow-colored crosswalks in the DuPont Circle neighborhood as part of the Capitol Pride Parade celebrations. International travel journalists had a very special tour guide for their bus tour around the National Mall.
None other than the mayor herself led the hour-long bus tour, providing all the history of monuments and museums along the way. The tour was part of the 49th annual IPW conference, which brings together travel industry companies from around the world.
Welcome to your big bus tour of Washington, D.C. I'm Muriel Bowser. I am the mayor of Washington, D.C. Or as I would like to say, the best city in the world.
Mayor Bowser said she gave the tour because of the big role tourism plays in the D.C. economy. It's estimated that D.C. will bring an additional 1 million visitors to the city in the 3 years after hosting the conference. Rainbows were everywhere in D.C. as thousands gathered to watch the 2017 Capitol Pride Parade. This year's theme was Unapologetically Proud. The 1.5-mile parade route that travels through DuPont Circle and 17th Street included more than 180 groups, floats, dancers, drag queens, and much, much more. Mayor Muriel Bowser was among the many city leaders that participated in the parade.
It was a dream come true for some of our youngest residents as they climbed aboard city vehicles at the 10th annual Truck Touch. The festival featured a variety of free activities and nearly 30 D.C. government vehicles along with a helicopter. As part of the event, Mayor Bowser kicked off Back to Basics D.C., a celebration of the day-to-day work that keeps D.C. running.
We're kicking off Back to Basics by showing off the vehicles that clean, maintain, plow our streets, and respond to emergencies that keep us all safe.
We were honored here at the Office of Cable Television, Film, Music, and Entertainment to host the inaugural DCSAA High School Hall of Fame Awards.
10 men and women who have made significant contributions to scholastic and amateur sports in Washington were honored at the event.
You all inspire us and remind us of the great role of sport in our life.
For there to be a Hall of Fame is well deserved and about time.
Make sure to watch the DCSAA Hall of Fame Awards on DKN Sports, or you can see it on our YouTube page at Entertain DC.
All right, so we have time for just a few quick items today in the news recap. What do we have, Cecily?
Well, I just wanted to mention that it was really great to be at that DCAA Hall of Fame Awards event because you could tell how much it meant to those athletes after so many years that they're remembered for their accomplishments, and they were clearly moved by that.
A great honor and some really great athletes here in the district that we have, so it was nice to honor them that way. I want to talk about our reaffirmation of the Paris Accords that the district opted into, and then also the storm drain for 17th Street, the art project that goes along there. Really important to highlight that a lot of these issues that go on with climate change, it comes from the ground up, and that a lot of the change that happens on the local level. So it's important that DC is making those strides, I think.
And it will also just be nice it's always nice to have more public art out there and take something
always.
that you wouldn't think of as beautiful and make it very nice. I wanted to just quickly mention that we saw the footage of Mayor Bowser giving the bus tour, which I thought was great. She did a great job, but I wanted to mention she has experience.
Really?
Yes, she, as a high schooler, gave tours. I mean, this was a job she had as a young person. I thought,
I don't think I knew that.
No, and not many people know that, and I think it's good for other tour guides to know, hey, this could be helping you to become a mayor one day.
Absolutely. So. I like that. That's a nice story. I didn't know that. And then last, I just wanted to mention the truck touch. Always a fun thing, right? To see the kids getting all excited about going and interacting with the DC vehicles. Helicopter this year. What do you think about that?
I think that if you could have seen the kids who got a chance to climb up into the helicopter, I mean, what could be better? I mean, can you imagine being that age, like you're 5 and you actually go inside a helicopter?
Sure.
I was wondering if they're going to let them actually drive, was it going to take off, but it did. No. It stayed on the ground. So.
Always a good thing, right? Well, there's still plenty ahead on We Are Washington. We're bringing you to a high-profile PGA tournament coming to the region.
And after the break, we're putting chefs from around the world to the test. Don't go away. Welcome back to We Are Washington. We're here at the 9th annual Embassy Chef Challenge. And Matt, I love this event because it's just such a Washington event.
It is, and everybody knows that Washington, D.C. has a great restaurant scene in its own right. Locally here, our restaurants are phenomenal. But what this event is special, the reason it's special is because you have places from all over the globe that are right here sharing their culture, sharing their food with us.
And what's so nice is each of these chefs that are featured here are also stars in their own countries, but they're all in one place.
Right.
And it's also a competition.
Yep. And that's what's exciting about this is that not only are you getting to experience their culture, but everybody's walking around, they have one of these slips, and they're voting on what their favorite food is. So I figured while we're out there walking around trying out all the food, maybe instead of voting for just this challenge, we should do an unofficial tally, a We Are Washington challenge.
Exactly. We are going to name the unofficial winner of the We Are Washington Embassy Chef Challenge.
That's right. So we have a lot to try, so we should get to it. Tell me a little bit about your country, what you prepared for us today.
Actually, Mauritius is an island off the coast of the east coast of Madagascar on the Tropic of Capricorn in the Indian Ocean. And I'm representing Mauritius as the embassy chef. Today I had a pickled mango and cabbage and papaya condiments that I was serving with crispy wonton made with lentils flour. I'm trying to influence the people a little bit with the healthy side of the food. For me to be here is to basically, I think I'm the first chef from Mauritius that compete into the Embassy Chef Challenge, and this is my second year. I'm just trying to put Mauritius on the map so people can come and visit us and have a little vacation. I've been studying food and nutrition for 10 years, so I'm teaching people a lot about like healthy living and a healthy way of eating habits.
Chef, tell me about what you prepared to experience Paraguay.
Absolutely. So the Paraguayan cuisine has three main ingredients, which are corn, meat, and mandioca, or you might know it as yuca or cassava. And so what we've decided to do is we presented two very traditional plates in a miniature version for you. And so we've got chipawasu, which is this corn casserole, and it's got corn, onion, cheese, and eggs in it. And then in the shot glass here, we've got the soyo, which is a chopped beef soup with vegetables and spices. And typically the beef is chopped up in a mortar using a mortar and pestle. And then right here is the mandioca or the yuca, and that you'll find pretty much at every meal. More often than not, it replaces the bread at the meal.
Sri Lanka was really good. I like the spices there.
The Iraqi was pretty good. Yeah. And I thought the Moroccan was good.
Peru. I think they use their spices and the drink is absolutely amazing.
We're here with Chef Red in front of the Philippines table. Why don't you tell me real quick what we have today?
What we're having today is binalot. It's a dish wrapped in banana leaves. So any kind of dishes wrapped in banana leaves, that is a binalot. It's a lunchbox of the Philippines. It's a meal to go. We put like a quail egg, chives, cherry tomatoes. We wrap it and then work for 15 hours non-stop so we can have this a big event and we can introduce the Philippine culture through food.
All right, Chef Red, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ambassador, thank you so much for joining us.
For us, for Indonesia, our culinary is not only about food. That's a piece of culture that represents the diversity of Indonesia. Because we have so diverse kind of food. This is only one out of thousands.
The traditional dish actually from Greece is called dolmades. It's basically wrapped grape leaves that have rice and minced meat inside along with plenty of lemon and dill. And they are served with a lovely avgolemino sauce, which is a lemon and egg dressing, topped off with some freshly chopped dill, because we can't have enough dill apparently.
That sounds good. That sounds really good.
And we also have some dessert for you guys, portagalobita, which is basically orange cake made of freshly squeezed orange juice, a little bit of orange liqueur, and topped off with a sprinkling of sugar.
Today I prepared a shrimp creole, full version. And this is one of the plantain chips. We serve them all over the country, all over. And I did a herb sauce, it's almost like a herb, garlic type of aioli, but typically my way. And I did a cocktail with the Haitian rum, and to represent Haiti. So it's a little bit of mixture of everything from Haiti. You know that the Haitian rum is the #1 in the world for the rum. And we grow pineapple, passion fruit, so everything is in there.
So far, I think the best thing I had was Sri Lanka.
I'm actually waiting in line for Greece because I've heard really good things.
The chicken was so tender, and it's hard to keep it tender, especially in this kind of restaurant. And the rum punch, okay.
You know, enough about diplomacy.
Right.
We've got to choose a winner. So, who's your top pick?
Not everybody can be a winner, you're right. So I narrowed it down to 2, and it was tough. But what I based it on was, okay, #1, presentation, and then just #2, what tasted the best, right? So if I had to pick the 2 for that category, it would be #1, Greece. Greece did a nice orange cake, and I really liked that. And the other one for me was Haiti. Haiti had a great, it was a shrimp dish with some salsa, I guess, with it, and a nice mix with it. Looked beautiful, tasted great. I think at the end of it, though, if I had to pick a winner between the 2, Haiti's the winner for me.
Wow, you really broke it down in kind of a kind of knowledgeable way. You
I
know,
like food. I like food.
So I have to say that I loved Sri Lanka.
Okay.
And I heard from a lot of people that was actually very popular.
Yeah.
I also loved Indonesia, which surprised me. It was a vegetarian dish, but it was so flavorful. And again, I had to give them lots of points in my complicated point system for the presentation because it was
The rubric? You went through the
exactly.
rubric?
It was very intricate and a very delicate, but so flavorful. But surprisingly, in my top two also was, drum roll, Haiti.
Haiti made it.
Haiti. So I think that would have to be our clear winner. The winner of our unofficial, official We Are Washington Embassy Chef Challenge is
Haiti. And first annual award winner,
exactly.
Haiti.
And unfortunately, we have nothing to give Chef Tia except our admiration.
That's it. It was a great dish. All right, so that's plenty more to come on We Are Washington. Stay with us. Welcome back to We Are Washington. If there's one thing that we've shown you on this show, it's that the DC region is no stranger when it comes to the major sporting events. And this year, you can include the Quicken Loans National Golf Tournament to that list. Right here at TPC Potomac, pros and enthusiasts from around the world will be gathering, hitting the links right here behind me, for a tournament hosted by Tiger Woods and the Tiger Woods Foundation, and featuring a DC regional native, Billy Hurley III, as he defends his championship from last year. The event, hosted by the Tiger Woods Foundation, has a unique impact on young people inside the district. We're here now with Mike Antolini from TGR Live. I want to thank you for your time. It was nice meeting you, sir. And just tell me a little bit about TGR Live and the Tiger Woods Foundation, and connect that for me, and tell me what that does for young people inside of the district. And what sort of the purpose is of the Tiger Woods Foundation, how it's helping kids in the district.
Sure. So the Tiger Woods Foundation is an education foundation that provides opportunities for underserved youth. We drive and advance our mission through events like the Quicken Loans National, which is run and operated by TGR Live. You wouldn't intrinsically associate a golf tournament that's viewed by millions and around the world with education, but it really does, at the heart of what we do, it serves our community through an educational platform. Since the tournament's inception in 2007, we've opened 3 TGR Learning Labs in the Washington, D.C. area, and we've welcomed more than 30 underserving youth into our Earlwood Scholar program. Very proud of the impact that we're able to make through all of those who support the Quicken Loans National.
And tell me a little bit about what is the Earlwood's Scholar Program?
Our Earlwood Scholar Program is for graduating high school seniors who, many of which, over 90% of which, are first-generation college students. They don't necessarily have the infrastructure and the support structure to navigate through college. So what we do is we welcome them into our program, and we provide them educational support through access to internships and workshops. And most importantly, we assign each of our scholars with a dedicated mentor. I mentioned that nearly all of our scholars are first-generation college students, and these mentors are able to help them navigate through the journey of college and life, and really develop a special bond that helps our scholars really do great things in the world.
That's great. So it's an event like this is really, helping out in a way with youth in the DC area. But tell me a little bit about how having the Quicken Loans National here in the DC region, is helping with the popularity of the sport, with reaching out to young people who may be interested in golf. Things like that in the region. Tell me a little bit about what this means to have this here.
It's important for us to be here in our nation's capital. The Quicken Loans National is a celebration of family, of community, of achievement, and of military service. We're very proud of our family initiatives. We have our Kids Village that is actually going to feature this year a TGR Learning Lab Expo tent. We're going to have mini golf and putt-putt, caricature artists and photo booths, and through our admission program and policy, all kids 12 and under get into the tournament free with a ticketed adult. So the gates are open for kids of the Washington, D.C. area, and we hope they will all come and spend the week with us at the Quicken Loans National. There's golf is certainly a differentiator when you compare it to the other sports, where you can get up close and experience and meet tour pros and get an autograph and slap a hand during play. And it really is it's a pretty special moment when you see the kids out there turning around after getting a signed ball or a glove, or just high-fiving one of the PGA Tour pros that play in the Quicken Loans National, smiling from ear to ear, and really leaving with an indelible moment on their sports life.
How about that golf course? TPC Potomac is a
nice.
beautiful venue, something really nice to have in the backyard here in the district, and so many people love going to tournaments like that, watching it on television, a lot of enthusiasts for golf.
And they do generate so much money, these professional tournaments, and it's nice to see that they give back and that it really has an impact in our community. Well, that does it for this show, but we do have time for one last thing.
Okay, so we talked a couple of weeks ago on one of our episodes about a story of Ballou High School and the entire senior class applying for college, which was a great story. You know, they all made that decision on their own, and that's one of the things that actually made it an interesting story. Was this was organic from the student body that said, we want to do this.
They set that goal for themselves.
We set the goal. Well, today, as a follow-up to that story, Ballou High School has said in the statement that all 170 of those seniors have been accepted into a college program.
Wow, that's amazing.
Isn't that a good story? How about that?
And what a legacy for future classes.
Yeah.
And they will say, look, we did this, you can do it.
Exactly, something to follow up with and something to work towards for future classes. That's a great thing.
So congratulations to all those Ballou seniors.
Yes. Well, that is all the time that we have for today, but we would like you to make sure you check out our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and search Entertain DC. You can see our programming or any of the other shows we have here, the Office of Cable Television, Film, Music, and Entertainment.
See you next time.